This video is a play on the other two videos I've did in my metro market as far as my hometown. So we're on the Discord. I'm in several different communities. This community they buy and sell a lot of real estate. So I highlighted this because again, Carbondale, Illinois, shout out to y'all. But I just want to show y'all how this works. That there are opportunities out there, and people are actively buying in that market. But it really, again, it boils down to the price, the numbers. So essentially, let's break it down. 100K ARV. So ARV, for those who don't understand what I'm saying, the Zestimate on Zillow, where it says the Zestimate, we're going to say that's the ARV, the after repair value. How much will the house how much will the house cost fully fixed up? So 100K, the buyer has to put 50K in rehab in the actual property. So he got to put money into this property. The asking price is around 12K. That gives the buyer, that gives the flipper a 38K spread. So initially, the flipper will make 38K purchasing this property. Now, again, I have no ties to this property. I don't know which company this is. I just find it interesting when I see people working in my hometown go with. I really don't go out that, but boundary. Yeah. So as you can see, this definitely needs some work. There's no inside pictures. It's definitely a rehab. So here's another one. This is another rehab. 55K, asking price 20K. ARV is 110K. Gives the buyer a spread of 35K. That's how much he'll make on his flip. So when you hear me say spread, it's like a certain spread amount that buyers will make. So Rock Island, Illinois. ARV 150K. We got a decent sized property here. Rehab 35K. Asking price 45K. With a 70K spread. That's, if those numbers is good, man. Oh my God. How you know if the numbers is good? By doing the actual homework, doing your due diligence. And especially if you're used to purchasing properties in that market and you know what the material is going to cost, and you understand the market. Again, I always say this: when you speaking to seasoned people, they go based off of zip codes. They go based off of zip codes. Every seasoned person is going to do something different, but a lot of the seasoned people that I come across, they have their own niches that they stick to. Some people they specifically love zip codes. Some people, like Steven, he's a cap rate guy. If you talk about cap rate, he immediately can start breaking down the deal and etc. So each investor might pay attention to certain things. Here again, I have no time. What is the strategy, or as they say in the real estate space, what is the character of what is the avatar of the person that you are acting as? For me, my avatar is an acquisition manager. Used to be a wholesaler heavy, became an acquisition manager working directly with these companies. It allowed me to have skin in the game and utilize their services while getting the experience I needed. So it put me in a better position than what I was in. So for me, my avatar is just being an acquisition manager, finding the deals, networking, talking, working these leads, understanding, the market you come in at. And essentially, I just wanted to do a little video on this because, again, it's not talked about. I don't talk about my hometown market as much as I should, just because my job, I'm so focused on finding the deals. I don't have time to, constantly do reports on markets and etc. But I do find it funny when people are actively working in my hometown market. It puts a smile on my face. Like I said, I really stay out of things from a personal standpoint. but I think is dope. Shout out to y'all. Have a nice day.